You can start right now. National Dog Day again, and time to get back to the gym.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to a stupid Thursday. It is August 27th, 2020. Is anybody else having the month run away from them? I've been at least a day behind in the date all month long. Every time I'm like, okay, it's August 26th. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's August 27th. Happened again on Sunday. I was out in the boat with my neighbor Mike. I said, what is today? 22nd? He's like, nope, 23rd. Just lost another day. I'm like one day behind, at least. Oh, my goodness. August 27th. It's almost Labor Day. How does this happen? The quote of the day today comes from Wes Moore, and very appropriate for what's happening right now in our country and the division between political parties and candidates for president. So listen up. The common bond of humanity and decency that we share is stronger than any conflict, any adversity, any challenge. Fighting for your convictions is important, but finding peace is paramount. Knowing when to fight and when to seek peace is wisdom. So, I take that to mean speak out when you feel you must, but don't do it at the risk of your own mental health. You know, I tend to get very passionate about certain things, some of them political. And once I get into a debate with someone, usually somebody on Facebook that I don't even know, or sometimes I do know, if I have a back and forth going, it's like I'm in the midst of a fight. My heart rate goes up. I'm like stressed. I'm very aware of what the next barb is going to be. I'm constantly checking back to see if they've gotten back to me so that I can then again respond. It's not worth it for the most part. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, it's just not worth the stress. So take that quote and do with it what you will. Our thoughts and prayers going out to those in the path of Hurricane Laura. This is a doozy. Making landfall as a hurricane category 4. They're saying it's tied for the 5th largest hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. Made landfall overnight, coming up into Louisiana and Texas. So they're still there and fighting the good fight. And we have lots of great thoughts and positive vibes to all of those that are having to deal with this nightmare, calling it catastrophic. They're saying the storm surge of up to 20 feet is what the word they're using is unsurvivable. And yet I still see people being interviewed on the news saying, yeah, we're going to ride it out. How are you going to ride out a 20-foot storm surge? That's going to cover your house. 20 feet. It's a lot of feet. But there's always those that stick it out. So we wish them well and hope for the best. Did you notice it was National Dog Day yesterday? I don't know how you could have missed it if you are on Facebook, because there was just pictures of dogs everywhere, including my own, because, you know, whenever I get an opportunity to post a picture of my baby, I do. But how many National Dog Days are there? Now, I'm assuming there's only one National Dog Day, but then there's National Pet Day, and then there's Puppy Day, and then they're just constant. But again, it's not that terrible. We all love our dogs. We all love posting pictures of our dogs, our pets, not just dogs, all pets, cats, birds, iguanas, snakes. Ugh. But, tarantulas, seen those as pets as well. Yeah. My cousin had a tarantula when I was growing up. I think his name was Boris. My sister will know. She knows everything. But yeah, we used to watch them eat baby mice. Ugh. I don't know. Some people have weird tastes in pets. All right, so the gyms here in New Jersey are finally going to open. Well, they're scheduled to open. There's always a last-minute something. There's always some kind of hoopla at the last minute to keep things closed. Governor Murphy says the gyms will reopen September 1st in New Jersey. They have held off on opening the gyms for so long because, you do a lot of heavy breathing at the gym, and you need more than 6 feet of distance in order to remain safe. So they're going to be reopening the gyms at 25%, and you must wear a mask the entire time. I, frankly, probably will not be visiting the gym anytime soon. I've really kind of gotten my home workouts down. So there's really no need for me to go through all of that nonsense, wait outside to get in the gym. And I even just got myself a new set of barbells. It's really funny to watch me trying to walk out of Target holding my new 10-pound barbells. I'm like, all right, I can make it to the car. Yeah, they're very awkward when you're carrying them both at the same time in a bag. And you can't really, use the handles because they're going to bust right through. And I really just started working out again because I had taken a couple weeks off because of the issues with my ankle. No, there was no reason why I couldn't do my arm workout. No, I just didn't. I just didn't do it. So I'm back on track. And when I got back to my arm workout like last week or the week before, I'm like, I have 5-pound weights and I have 8-pound weights. And I've been looking for the 10-pound weights. And I guess everybody's doing their workouts at home now because it's very difficult to find barbells to purchase at this moment. And I was doing some of my exercises with my 8-pound weights and I could barely get through them. And I'm like, why am I looking for 10-pound weights? Because I can barely lift my 8-pound weights. But just a little bit of conditioning. I can see my muscles in the reflection of one of my pictures here at the kitchen. So, sorry, I was admiring my muscles. Yes, I did call them muscles. I did it on purpose because I'm weird. So, I don't know. You're going to go back to the gym? I mean, I'm going to keep my membership. That's for sure. I'm with Planet Fitness. Not an ad, but it's only $10 a month. And I think there's like a yearly fee of like $35, $40, something like that. So, I can part with that for especially the time when it gets cooler out and I will no longer be going on bike rides or kayak rides or what have you, and I need to get a little cardio in. So I will keep my membership, but I am not rushing back to the gym by any means. So if you have missed the gym, though, here is your opportunity. I'm going to be going away next week, starting on Wednesday. I will be here on Monday and Tuesday. I will be scheduling podcasts for the days that I am away with a blog post. So there will be a shortened podcast, not the usual chit-chat and topics and all that stuff. I'm just going to cover the blog post. I more than likely will be taking next Friday off. Not this Friday, tomorrow. I will be here, but next Friday. So I'm going to be live on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday are going to be recorded. And then the following Monday and Tuesday will be recorded as well. So just a little heads up there. Speaking of topics, today's topic, I just wanted to go simple. I just wanted to know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? I go on kicks when it comes to soda. There's times that I don't really drink it at all, and then there's times where I can't stop drinking it. I'm kind of on a halfway right now. I've been having about a can a day. After I have my lunch, the salad that I eat, there's just something about that ice cold Diet Coke. And I prefer a can. I really do. There's just something about the can. I like the can mostly because I like to drink them outside when I'm, spending the day outside, laying in the sun, reading my book, what have you. I like the can because it's got a small opening and there's a lower chance of bugs getting inside. Plus, they're just easier and more convenient. You don't have to screw a lid on and off, and it's just there, ready, waiting for you. Tends to stay a little colder than water. Doesn't blow away as much as a bottle of water would. But when I am spending days outside, I do typically drink a little more soda than I would normally. I've been having about one a day, which is a lot, which is way more than I would like. But, man, they're good. Nice cold, ice cold Diet Coke. I was a Diet Dr. Pepper drinker for years, and then all of a sudden, I just started preferring Diet Coke. Isn't that weird? Like, all of a sudden, no reason. I would always kind of go back and forth a little bit, and then as soon as I would open up a Diet Dr. Pepper, I'm like, you know what? I wish this was a Diet Coke. So I wanted to hear from you. Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? I'd have to say in this little poll, Coke is the clear winner with at least 90% of the vote. Not a lot of Pepsi drinkers. Cheryl says, Coke, I do drink very little soda, but Coke is my cure for a hangover headache. Pepsi just doesn't cut it. Here's the other thing about Coke. It's very good for an upset stomach. If you are feeling a little rumbly in the tummy, drink a Coke, a regular Coke. There's something in the syrup that settles your stomach. And I keep some regular Coke on hand just for that purpose, and it works every time. It works every time. Marcy says, Pepsi. Somehow my son is a Coke person. Where did I go wrong? Oh, Marcy. Beverly says, I gave up soda years ago, but before that it was Pepsi only. The more ice in it, the better. You know what's great is going to Stewart's Root Beer occasionally. Do you guys have Stewart's Root Beer around where you are? They have the crushed ice. A nice ice cold with a ton of crushed ice. Diet root beer. Delicious. Libby says, quote, Coke Zero. Kathy says Pepsi. Gigi also for the Coke Zero. I like the Cherry Coke Zero. That I like a lot. Michelle, Joe, Denise, Ashley all say Coke. Kate says neither, but if I had to have one, it'd be a Coke. And we also have Lauren and Cassandra with Coke. So Coke, the clear winner in our happy little poll here. It seems like a landslide, right? I don't know a lot of people that drink Pepsi. Remember the Pepsi challenge? Gosh, I'm really dating myself now. I'm sure you guys remember the Pepsi challenge. Is it Coke or is it Pepsi? Oh my gosh, this one's the Coke. Nope, that's the Pepsi. Oh my gosh, I do prefer Pepsi. I didn't know. I'm weird. I don't know what to tell you. On to the blog post for today. The time is now. So let's do this. I've got yet another quote for you today from John Maxwell. If you wait until you feel like it to try and change your attitude, you will never change. Oh, yes. Once you decide you want to make a change, the next step is to figure out when to start. We feel like we need to gear up, get prepared, and get our motivation just right. Here's a big secret. There is no time like the present. Just get started. The sooner you start, the faster your discipline and dedication will start getting into shape, and you will be living with intention. Do you need to get your house in order? Start picking things up now. Just put a few things away or toss items in the trash. Just do a few things, and that will give you momentum. It will spur you to do more. You don't have to do everything in one shot. Do whatever you can when you have a few free minutes. Give up 1 half-hour TV show and decide to dedicate that time to sorting, clearing, cleaning. Once you get it cleaned up, or most of it cleaned up, come up with a plan to keep it that way. Everything has to have a place. If you don't have a spot for mail, make a spot and sort through it every couple of days or once a week. My tip, and this is what I do, is go through that junk mail right away. Throw that crap out immediately because you know you're just going to toss it on a table and never read it. So just take the 3 seconds that it takes to look through your junk mail and just throw it right in the garbage. It's going to save yourself a lot of clutter. Are you trying to tackle a new creative project? Do you want to do some writing, drawing, or maybe painting? Get up a little earlier to dedicate some time to it, or make time before bed. Same with arts and craft projects, musical endeavors, taking on a new hobby, that is. Treat your new project as something you can't wait to do every day. Take, for example, when you get a new car. You don't wait to gear yourself up to drive it. You don't keep putting it off, waiting for a better time to get behind the wheel. You can't wait to drive that bad boy. When you want to start something new, dive right in. I got some pickleball paddles earlier this summer, and I made arrangements to play the very next day. Then I sprained my ankle and haven't been able to play all summer. I know, poor me. Thank you. I appreciate the sympathy. I'm going to give it another go in a week or so I hope I am ready. But we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves when it comes to new goals and projects. Nothing has to be perfect. Just get going. Clear a couple things off the table. Write a few words that you've been thinking about. Put a couple musical notes on paper to start that song. It's a start, and it only gets better from there. When it comes to eating habits and working out, we always tend to want to start at the beginning of a fresh week. At least I do. But we don't have to wait to start making small changes that will eventually make a big difference. I've always had a bad habit of being on a diet or off a diet. I still struggle with that mentality, especially on weekends, holidays. I tend to think if it's not one of my healthy eating days, if I'm giving myself a splurge day, I might as well eat as much as the bad stuff as I can. Yeah, what's the point of that? I have to stop doing that. I am making progress. I'm coming along. There's no need to overeat just because you feel you have given yourself permission to do so. Why not try with just deducting one unhealthy thing a day or add one healthy item a day? It's a start. And as I've been saying, it's truly the small steps that make the most traction. And there really is no reason to wait until a Monday to start a workout routine, even if it's just going for a walk, a bike ride, taking the kayak out. If you're able to go to the gym, then go. They're open 7 days a week, at least most of them are. Start out small and do more and more. There's no reason to wait. Putting things off is just an excuse, and I'm calling you on it. What is it you want to do that you keep putting off? Why are you putting it off? What is the story you are telling yourself about this particular thing? We are usually afraid of something that doesn't even turn out to be a factor. So get going. Do the doing and see all the progress. Tomorrow we talk about your excuses in a little more detail and about habits. Oh, it's I Wish You Were Cocktail Friday, Thursday. I hope you are having a good week. Do just one thing today that starts you towards your goal or project. Just one thing. And you will be well on your way. Now go on out there and be your badass self. I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Let's do this.